It's time for Two Wild and Crazy Dads with your hosts, the Maestro and the Bronco. It's the show that talks about the important stuff in life. Let's start the show.
And featured panelists, Pippi Jihad.
Party on, guys.
It's Dana Carvey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a tribute to the Bronco. I'm trying to get Sue to like me.
Oh boy. So we had our Thanksgiving here. You guys had yours a while ago, though, right?
We did indeed.
Yours was what? September, October, something like that.
Second Monday in October.
Okay. And what exactly is yours?
Well, actually, I was pointing that out to someone on Twitter the other day, and somebody else commented. They said, "Yeah, Canada has it early because everything freezes so early that they can't have it at the end of November." I was like, "What the fuck? Where do you get your info?" It's like we have the same weather as Seattle.
Probably Facebook.
Yeah. Some people still think we live in igloos. Go.
Well, I mean,
go.
The first Thanksgiving was, all the way over in Plymouth Rock area, whatever, old New England area. New England, yeah. So, there's that. I actually looked up some fun facts. Jingle Bells was originally a Thanksgiving song. Did you know that?
I did not.
Mm-hmm. And did you know that the TV dinner was invented because of leftover turkey?
That I can see that.
I was like, what?
What I learned about the original Thanksgiving is it wasn't turkey. It was because it was New England. Yeah. It was all seafood. It was quahogs, lobsters, crawfish, eel.
Actually, it was venison, goose, duck, fish, and corn.
Yeah, but certainly not turkey.
Yeah. Not pumpkin pie or mashed potatoes.
Yeah. Yeah, seasonal vegetables.
It was in 1621.
What year did you guys hit Plymouth Rock? I thought that was that. Putting the American history on the spot.
It wasn't officially declared a national holiday until 1863 by Abraham Lincoln, but it was the very first one was 1621.
I have a really dark joke about that, so I won't.
Save it for the green room.
Yeah, exactly.
But the TV dinners, like I was saying, Jingle Bells, basically, it was a Christmas carol that was originally written for children celebrating Thanksgiving, and it was written in 1857. Good grief.
So next year we can
songs.
Yeah.
Next year we can do Jingle Bells then for Thanksgiving.
Do whatever you want. Be thankful.
Things already happened.
Well, someone told me that to America, Thanksgiving is bigger than Christmas. Like as far as the family get together and dinner.
Typically the get together, yes. Like people, like family comes together. Typically the families all come together for that meal, but they, like as far as Christmas goes, you want to be at your own house opening the gifts.
Yeah.
Everybody's at home. Like when I was a kid, sometimes we'd travel, like I have family in Indiana, sometimes we travel up there, for Christmas. Sometimes they'd come down for Christmas, whatever. But it wasn't, it's not like Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I don't know. All my family lives down here in Florida, so it's like we have multiple holidays because both of our parents divorced and remarried. So my wife's and mine, we have 4 sets of grandparents with our kids, and it's just, yeah.
You do double duty. Quadruple.
It's crazy. Christmas time, like December, it's about to get into that time where it's like every week is a different thing. Like we have our Christmas with my dad. Like our whole family comes together. That's like it's 2 weeks away. Yeah, 2 weeks from tomorrow. And then one of those days we'll have one with my wife's mom. And then Christmas Eve we'll go to my father-in-law's. And typically on Christmas Day, my mom comes over. It's
Like, Rocky, get out of here, buddy.
It's that time of year. And now all the kids just get different gifts at different houses, and they're all happy. We're broke.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, do you guys do decorations and all that shit on your house? And
Yeah, I mean the inside more than the outside. Just because I'm lazy.
Yeah.
We already have our Christmas tree up.
Oh, our Christmas tree's been up. My wife takes down Halloween decorations and puts up Christmas decorations. Literally.
Again.
Like I'm not that's not a like I'm not exaggerating. That's exactly how she does it. She takes the Halloween stuff down, she cleans, and then when she puts it into the shed, she takes the Christmas stuff out of the shed and puts it up. Never hangs anything back up on the walls, just goes right into the different holiday.
Yeah.
And if I let her, she'd start decorating for Halloween in July. She loves Halloween.
I'm amazed how many adults do. It's like they never grew up with that holiday, yeah.
I managed to keep her to September, but I cannot do any, like, I can't push her back any further. Like, I used to tell her October 1st is when she could start because it's the last day of the freaking month. And she'd always end up starting, like, the weekend before October.
Yeah.
And now I just say, you can't start till September. I gave up. I gave up on October. She settled with September.
Yeah. My friend runs a flower shop. My friend runs a flower shop, and he starts doing Christmas displays in August. And I was like, "What the fuck, man?" Oh, sorry about the F-bomb. I go, "What the heck?"
Yeah.
And he says he's selling like these displays for people for their Christmas parties for their offices and stuff. So they have to order early for that kind of stuff. So he has to advertise then. But it makes sense, but it's still
August, but still.
Man. Yeah.
That's
Put out
crazy.
a catalog.
Yeah, jeez. Apparently, he was Abraham Lincoln when he declared it a national holiday in 1863. He was convinced. He made the proclamation that he was convinced by Sarah Hale, the author of Mary Had a Little Lamb. She's the one that convinced him. These are some interesting facts.
Yeah.
The TV dinners one, it said the invention of the frozen TV dinner came about after the Swanson overestimated the turkey demand in 1953 and needed a way to use the leftover meat. The company packaged the turkey with other side dishes into frozen meals.
It's the ultimate symbol of the atomic age, isn't it? Like
the Swanson TV dinner. Yeah. Yeah, because families had their little TV trays and they'd all sit on the couch and have their frozen TV dinners and watch
cranberry apple cobbler at the end.
watch shows about the Cold War.
Yeah.
Scared.
Yeah, duck and cover. Rocky, it's like I have to get Sue to watch the dog.
Now we just put TVs in our kitchens.
Can you watch Rocky, please?
Like we still have tables and stuff. We just put the TVs in the rooms with us. Because now they're not so big that they sit up in a living room like the old ones.
Yeah.
It was like a chest with a TV inside of it.
Oh, the console, yeah.
Oh man, those things were horrible. My dad had one. I remember when I was a kid, my dad's like had the remote. The remote was huge.
Yeah.
Now we can control our smart TVs on apps on our phones. That's the remote. Like you don't even need the remote.
My dad used to say these kids were the remote. He'd slap us in the head and tell us what channel to go to, and we'd get up and turn the dial.
Well, you didn't have many channels.
We had 2 in Canada. 3.
Yes, that's
2 English, 1 French.
now you have 6, right? I'm just kidding.
Yeah. You know, when we got cable came to Canada, we'd get the 3 American channels, NBC, CBS, and ABC. And
Yeah.
all of a sudden, it was like our whole world just became a world, not just Canadian content.
Yeah, and then y'all had BBC too.
No, that was
No?
British. No, we just had CBC, Canadian Broadcast
Yeah, I know, but
Corporation.
you didn't get the BBC like when you got
No.
ABC, NBC, all that.
We got PBS. PBS was the 4th one, which introduced the world,
PBS.
Canada, to Monty Python.
Oh, Monty Python and Mr. Bean.
Yeah.
I remember as a kid watching those on PBS late night.
Benny Hill.
Yeah, my dad used to watch Benny Hill.
I didn't see a bunch of Benny Hill, but
He's a predator by today's standards.
Mr. Bean, yeah, Mr. Bean and Monty Python. That's what I used to catch a lot of on PBS at night. That and Austin City Limits.
Oh yeah,
That's still on.
Yeah, I remember watching one years ago with this girl I was dating. She always wanted to watch it, and Van Morrison was on. That was great. He put on a great show.
The first band
Saw
I ever
one
saw.
with Jackson Brown.
Ooh,
That was one of the first ones I saw.
That was good.
When I lived in Texas, I always wanted to go over, but I heard it was hard to get tickets.
Yeah. Do you ever watch Daryl Hall's live from the
Yes.
Writers' Den or something like that? That's fucking
Like
that's
his
like
house.
Austin City. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
great,
he
man.
would have musicians. I was just talking to somebody about that. My brother-in-law yesterday. Well, my sister-in-law's baby daddy, husband, whatever. I was talking to him because he was just saying that he's been listening to Hall & Oates lately, and I was like, "Did you ever see the show that Daryl Hall had? Came on VH1, is what it was. That's what it was."
Yeah.
And I was trying to remember. I thought it was HBO. I was trying to remember what channel it came on. It was VH1, and he would have a different musician or artist come to his house, and they would like talk about the songs and road and tour and blah blah blah, and then they'd go out to his studio and have a jam sesh.
Talking about Daryl Hall, when Hall & Oates first came out in '77, I think it was, when they had Sarah Smile and then Rich Girl and all
That's
that
like
stuff.
my favorite song they have, Sarah Smile.
Yeah, it's a beautiful song.
It
Everyone
is.
saw Daryl Hall and said, "This guy is like one of the best singers you're going to hear." And you know how record companies love to put a super group together?
Yeah.
They would try to get all these people and try to get Daryl Hall to be the singer, and he's just like, "No, I write with John Oates. He's my
Yeah.
partner." And they go, "Well, he's not cool." And they're like, "Well, tough." And yeah, he always stood up for his bandmate, and record companies tried to break them up so many times, and here he is,
Yeah.
still Hall & Oates.
Yeah. Wow. I didn't know that.
Rocky. Yeah, record companies love breaking up bands. 'Cause they
So
think the
turkey
singer is the
fact.
star.
Turkey fact. How many turkeys do you think are eaten each Thanksgiving?
Ooh, just Thanksgiving?
Yeah. And it's only male turkeys.
Yeah. Okay, so let's say 250 million.
250 million? Ooh. Not
300.
that many.
No, actually, that should be one turkey per
300
person.
million? You guys are way over.
Yeah, let's say 75 million.
It's a lot closer, but still over. It's actually 46 million. 46 million turkeys are eaten each Thanksgiving.
I was marvel when I see Food Network shows about going to carnivals in the U.S. Turkey legs, turkey drumsticks are such a big thing.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Well, it's
holy
more,
shit, how many turkeys are killed for those? Like, everyone buys one there.
To be fair, it's typically more with like medieval, like Renaissance fair.
Yeah.
Like that, the older fair kind of things. I mean, it's kind of tipped over into other fairs and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, at least
Yeah, I can see it being more medieval, you know.
But it was, I remember always seeing as a kid with like the Renaissance fair.
Yeah. Ooh, you gonna admit that? You went to a Ren fair?
What? Oh yeah, man, it was a lot of fun when I was a kid. I used to love going.
I'm just kidding you.
It was cool. I was always fascinated by medieval times. So, football has been a Thanksgiving tradition since 1876.
The Lions have lost on every Thanksgiving since.
1876. It wasn't pro football teams, but can y'all guess who the first football game was on Thanksgiving?
Alabama.
Chicago and someone.
Yale and Princeton.
0-0 tie.
Do you know who the first president to pardon a turkey was?
Ronald Reagan.
Roosevelt.
Nope.
Taft.
It was George H.W. Bush in 1989.
Just a sec, I gotta get this fucking dog. Sorry, F-bomb again.
Get him.
Okay, Rocky, come on, buddy. Work with me.
You know, there are 4 states. There are 4 towns in the U.S. that have a city. The town is named Turkey. 4 states. Want to take a guess?
Texas.
That's one of them.
Indiana.
Nope. They're all considered southern states, even though one of them, ironically, is named otherwise. Intense. All right, Pippi G, here's the thing. There are 4 U.S. cities, towns named Turkey, located in 4 different states. One of them being Texas, that Bronco guessed. Let's see. And the other 3? They're all
Kentucky?
southern states.
Kentucky.
No, not Kentucky.
Alabama?
No. Texas, Arizona, Louisiana, and North Carolina.
Oh, Carolina.
North Carolina. Gobble gobble.
I don't think I'd have guessed any of those. Texas, probably.
Yeah, that was his first guess out of the gate. Boom.
He must have been awake that day in high school.
Yeah.
It was the only one that was correct, you know.
Right, actually, I'm just guessing here, but the reason Canada would have an earlier Thanksgiving, I'm kind of thinking, is seasonal vegetables and stuff, the harvest, and being north, ours would be a little earlier than yours.
So, how skilled would y'all say you are at carving a turkey?
I'm really good.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. I'm fucking really good.
Get it all the way down to the wishbone and all that. You get that out.
Oh, I do this thing where I learned on the cooking channel about you take the bird completely apart and you don't slice it. You don't serve it as slices. You serve it or you slice it, but then you put it all back together and lay it on the plate so it looks assembled again. But there's no bone or body on it, and you just take the pieces off it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So, what do you think the fastest someone has ever carved a turkey is?
Ooh.
The homeboy on Scary Movie.
Probably 3 minutes.
Wow, 3 minutes and 19.47 seconds.
Yeah, I have to have a fucking sharp knife and a know-how.
It was Paul Kelly in June of 2009 set the record.
Yeah, when I carve
He's
it,
also
I do across the grain, not long ways, so you're not chewing the stringy part. You always get a little short grain, and you're not. Yeah.
he also holds the world record for fastest time to pluck 3 turkeys. 11 minutes and 30 seconds. Interesting.
Wow. I've heard they have a machine now that does it. It's like a dryer. You put the bird in there and it just tumbles around and rips out the feathers.
So, wow. How many feathers do you think an adult turkey has?
No idea.
This is surprising to me.
75.
No, probably
a lot more than that.
Probably about 1,000.
More than that. It's 3,500 feathers in a turkey, an adult turkey.
Okay. Yeah, maybe 1,000 long ones, but the little down. It's the ones on the chest, little down feathers. Those add up quick, I bet.
The tradition, since I mentioned the wishbone, the tradition of breaking the wishbone, it's actually not an American tradition. It came from another country. Dates back to 800 BC.
800 BC?
Yeah.
Whoa.
The wishbone.
Egypt or something?
No, not Egypt.
Rome.
Italia.
Italia.
Yes. They would dry chicken bones. They would dry chicken bones and then touch them, the wishbones, for good luck. Like they would keep them and dry them, and like the wishbone was good luck. They didn't break it though, they just touched it.
Yeah. Do you know where the raising the glass for cheers comes from?
Viking times, right? Skull.
Before that, every different nationality has their version of a toast, but it originally is because you drank from a communal wine pot. Everyone put their glass in and raise it to thank the gods, but eventually you have different drinks and you touch them to symbolize the original drinking sessions where you all drank from the same barrel of wine. So you put in the elixirs back together.
Huh.
I think that's originally called a covenant when you make a deal over a drink.
So, how many people attend the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in New York City?
50 million.
Well, it's funny. 50 million. It says an additional 50 million end up watching at home.
On TV.
But I'm saying
that's what I meant. That's what I meant.
How many actually attend?
20,000.
50 million watch at home.
30,000.
3.5 million people attend the parade every year in New York City. That is insane.
Rocky, get the fire truck out of here. I said fire truck this time.
The world's largest pumpkin pie weighed 3,699 pounds. 200 dozen eggs.
Pie.
100 gallons of evaporated milk. 525 pounds of sugar. What state do you think most turkeys come from?
Kentucky.
Louisiana.
Minnesota.
See, I bet you RJ would have known that.
Minnesota has long been the turkey capital in the U.S. and consistently ranked number 1 in turkey production, raising 40 to 42 million birds a year. Wow.
Dog's about to electrocute himself.
Here's a simple one for you. What is typically the biggest safety hazard on Thanksgiving?
Easy.
Yeah.
Choking or cutting yourself with a knife?
Oh no, fire.
Oh,
Fire. TP from that bunghole. Fire.
ETP. The great Cornholio.
Wow. You know that the people who are hosting a Thanksgiving dinner, what do you think the average guest number is? Like, how many guests are average host?
100.
No.
19.
11. On average, most people hold expected 11 guests and spend about $361 on food, drinks, and decor.
Go. Just get out of here,
Man.
buddy. I remember one year my mom invited so many people, and she was teaching this course at the local college, and there was all these African guys there. So she invited all these people from Nigeria. And Dad was just like goes, God damn it, Heather, you're inviting everybody. And Mom and Dad and I were coming home from a hockey practice, and there's this bum sitting at a bus stop, and Dad pulls up beside him, and Mom goes, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Well, I figured you'd want to invite him for dinner too." And Mom's like, "You're an asshole."
All right. How many women do you think there were at the very first Thanksgiving celebration?
One.
At the table, or in
It
the
says, it just says at the celebration. It says the eyewitness accounts say there were 22 men and over 25 children and teenagers, in addition to how many women?
30?
4.
No.
Wow.
There were more women on the voyage, but according to history, about 78% of them died in the journey over or during the first winter from disease.
Wow.
And that
When
sucks.
you think about those original ships coming across, they had horses, so you had to have all this stuff to feed horses to keep horses alive. You had families. These things are way bigger than we ever conceptualize them in our heads. They were just packed with supplies because it was a long journey.
Oh yeah, I mean, you got to think they'd spend like a couple months just in the water. It almost makes you wonder if, like, they didn't have navigation, satellites, GPS tracking, all that stuff. It makes you wonder if, like, when they're making these journeys across the Atlantic, if they were actually like making straight shots, or if they were just like weaving around or going in circles and then eventually crossing and hitting land.
I met a guy once that was a navigator on ships during the Second World War, and he was trained.
I know they
used
the stars, but
yeah, it was the stars.
But I mean, you got to think there's cloudy nights, there's overcast, how many hours of sunlight in a day that your ship could easily get turned around?
Well, you won't get turned around, but you could be, and when the sun comes up, it's in the east, so
True, I guess. Yeah, I guess.
But you have to, in a cloudy day, you're not going to see exactly where the sun is. So.
No, in a cloudy night, you're not going to be able to see the stars.
True that.
But yeah, I didn't really think about the whole using the nature.
Mind you, I can see it in the night. You get turned around, all of a sudden the sun's rising and it's behind you, and you think you're going east.
Yeah.
You think you're going east.
You're going north.
Shit, I'm going. Yeah, the sun's way off. Where the fuck am I? Pardon my language again.
This isn't.
Are we allowed to swear on this one?
Or? Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to swear on this podcast? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Fuck yeah. I fucked that up in the first episode. According to the Guinness Book of World Records, how much did the heaviest turkey on record weigh?
60 pounds.
More.
Really? I thought that was too much.
80.
Close. 86 pounds.
And Donnie for the win.
According to Guinness, a turkey named Tyson weighed 86 pounds and was sold at a charity auction in London in 1989 for about $6,692. Typical Thanksgiving turkey usually weighs around 15 pounds.
We've only cooked one in our life. I don't remember how big it was.
Let's see. What professional football team has played almost every Thanksgiving since 1934?
Lions or Bears.
Detroit Lions. That's correct.
They've lost 99% of them.
Yeah.
We're using that joke for the first minute.
What city is home to the oldest Thanksgiving Day parade?
New York.
It's not New York, actually. I was
Boston.
about to say, and I'll tell y'all it's not New York.
Boston?
Nope.
New Orleans.
I gave you a hint. It's always sunny there.
Oh, Philadelphia.
I got donkey brains.
Philadelphia. Donkey brains. Philadelphia. So, apparently, in 1926, President Calvin Coolidge famously received a Thanksgiving gift from Vinnie Joyce of Nidda-Yuma, Mississippi.
1926.
He sent him a live raccoon to be served as Thanksgiving dinner. However, the president became so smitten with the furry animal, he pardoned it and adopted it as a pet and named it Rebecca.
Interesting. There's probably a deeper story there.
Yeah. Did you know the first Thanksgiving actually lasted 3 days?
I remember hearing that, yes.
That's crazy.
I remember learning that in school, yeah.
There's actually an area of Australia that celebrates Thanksgiving. From when American whaling ships would make frequent stops in this area during the late 1800s. This tiny territory, home to fewer than 2,000 inhabitants, typically celebrates the American holiday with a meal that combines classic Thanksgiving foods like pumpkin pie, cornbread, blended with island cuisine. Many also celebrate by attending church services.
Okay, here's a question for you guys.
Norfolk Island in Australia.
Wow, I've never heard of that. Okay, I have a question for you guys. What is your typical dinner in the U.S.? In Canada, we like you just mentioned cornbread. We never have that. We'll have stuffing, turkey, mashed potatoes, yams, rolls, and carrots, and pumpkin pie.
Not too far off. Well, aren't really a staple for majority. I mean, at least the typical setup for me that I see and all the ones I've attended is, yes, the turkey, sometimes ham as well, or stuffing, mashed potatoes and gravy, green bean casserole, rolls, usually sweet potatoes, yams, candied yams, something like that. Most of the time there's mac and cheese, but that's not part of the tradition. Yes. I get cornbread to be there, and there's always rolls. Sometimes there's cornbread. Usually some other casseroles, whether it be like broccoli casserole or something like that.
Yeah, we'll have Brussels sprouts a lot of times in the last 10 years.
Those are good. I like Brussels sprouts, but that's not. What about over in the Rockies? What? Anything different on your plates?
My mother-in-law or my in-laws did baked beans.
Oh, I love baked beans.
Me too.
I thought that was different.
What's funny is the colonists and the Native Americans at the very first Thanksgiving did not actually have turkey.
Yeah. We discussed that earlier.
Lobster, seal, swan, mussels, clams, oysters,
Quahog, eel.
deer, onions, beans, lettuce, spinach, cabbage, peas, and carrots. Those are all things that were common foods in those days.
Bountiful.
Turkey was not. There is an area of Massachusetts that looks just like it did in the 17th century today. The city of Plymouth.
Yeah. Probably for a reason. Get those tourist dollars.
Old Honest Abe, he made it a national holiday, but apparently there was a president that just outright refused.
Who was that?
Apparently, every year presidents had to declare Thanksgiving a holiday up until Lincoln made it a national holiday during his tenure. Mm-hmm. But there was one president that refused to recognize the event because he believed so firmly in the separation of church and state. Since
Monroe.
Thanksgiving involved a prayer and reflection, he thought designating it as a national holiday would violate the First Amendment. He also thought it was better suited as a state holiday, not a federal one.
So,
what year? Roughly.
Well, it obviously was before Lincoln, so it had to be in the first 15.
Taft.
Monroe.
It was Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson.
I just guess. I don't know the fucking presidents. I can name them, most of them, but I can't do them in order.
What was not part of the very first Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade?
Balloons.
Floats.
Correct.
The floating balloons. The stuffed things they fly in the air of Rocky and Underdog and stuff like that.
Yeah, it originally started in the 1920s. It had puppets riding on floats, as well as singers and celebrities and Santa Claus. But Thanksgiving made its debut in 1924. It did something that might be even crazier than the balloons. They brought animals from the Central Park Zoo.
Oh, Jesus. Well, somehow that avoided being a legend. It's really bad shit that happened. We'd know it.
In fact, one of the illustrators from Good Housekeeping is to thank for the parade's first balloons.
Oh.
German-American illustrator Tony Starg, with a G, not a K. Illustrations were featured in Good Housekeeping, had a passion for puppetry. He used that talent to make some amazing floats come to life in 1927. Interesting.
When you're a kid, seeing a parade like that in the floats is just so overwhelming. It's like the world is just huge. You just light up.
It says that Thanksgiving has not technically always been celebrated on the fourth Thursday in November. In 1939, it was celebrated on the third Thursday in November. President Roosevelt, the holiday had been celebrated on the 4th since Lincoln officially recognized it as a federal holiday. Roosevelt bumped it up a week, effectively adding 7 more shopping days to the holiday season to boost the economy. That angered football coaches who had Thanksgiving games already scheduled in calendar printers who now had incorrect dates. Americans say, to the least, it didn't love the change, so it was officially switched back in 1942. So apparently for 3 years, it was a week early.
Sue's not watching Rocky. He keeps coming in
She's
here.
not watching us.
No, she's getting all dolled up to come talk to Donnie later.
Yeah.
Ooh. 15 minutes.
Holy shit. Wow, time's flying here.
What percentage of Americans actually eat turkey on Thanksgiving?
85.
75.
88%. Damn. Can you see the reflection? Like you're guessing pretty.
Donnie's
close.
like on the Price of Right zone here. He'd be up there.
I know,
playing
right?
Plinko by
This
now.
was without going over.
He'd be doing turkey Plinko.
There was a world record set at a turkey trot in 2011, and it was the amount of people dressed up as turkeys. Interesting. 661 people came to that concert or contest dressed in feathers.
There was a turkey swim here at our Thanksgiving. A bunch of people dressed as turkeys went swimming in the bay.
Here's one of the things here. It says what happens to the turkeys that are pardoned by the president each year. The turkeys pardoned by the president go on to live fulfilled lives, although President John Kennedy was the first to pardon a turkey, George Bush was the first to make pardoning a turkey an annual event. After he noticed the 50-pound birds at his official Thanksgiving proclamation looked a little nervous, every president has upheld the tradition since. But what happens to that lucky bird? He gets to live another day. Turkeys in 2005 and in 2009, the turkeys went to Disneyland and Walt Disney World parks to serve as grand marshals in their annual Thanksgiving parades.
They won the Super Bowl.
From 2010 to 2013, they vacationed at Washington's Mount Vernon State. Looks like the birds aren't wasting their second shot.
It's funny. The guy that pardoned the original turkey got killed by the guy that made pardoning turkey a tradition. John Kennedy got by Bush. Sorry, that's conspiracy theory. That George Bush was in on Kennedy assassination. It was all because he wanted to pardon the turkeys himself annually. I think we've solved one of America's biggest mysteries.
Huh.
No? More bullshit from Pippi G. Hot.
According to Americans, what's the best part of Thanksgiving?
The naps.
It
Football.
says the leftovers. It says the leftovers.
Midnight turkey sandwich. They're magic.
Listen, fans of the beloved turkey stuffing and mashed potato leftover sandwich, you're in the majority. Most Americans prefer Thanksgiving leftovers to the actual meal. 73% of Americans agree that the second helpings of stuffing, mashed potatoes, and of course pie beat out the big dinner itself. See, I would have to be in part of that other 27%. I disagree. I enjoy the meal when it's hot, fresh, served, and I'm like, make my plate and get all I want, and then like I don't want to see it again. Like we have 4 styrofoam containers full of shit in our fridge from Thanksgiving that my wife just like stocked up on to bring home. And it's like I forced myself to eat some of it last night, and I just don't even want to think about it today.
Yeah.
There's like one side that I already finished off that I really wanted, and it's gone. So now it's like I don't really want to eat any more of it.
We usually go to Sue's dad's for Thanksgiving, and he makes a big turkey. There's just 4 of us, and then
It's like,
we take half the turkey home. So like we got enough for a couple of nice sandwiches, and we're not saddled with a ton of leftovers.
yeah, I mean, I don't know, like it's good, but it's like, all right, today give me a cheeseburger. Like I don't want any more. I don't want any white meat. I want red meat. Yeah.
Like,
How many people do you think go shopping
kinda
on
like a
Black
turkey,
Friday?
Ooh. Physically or online?
This is like physically.
Okay, I'm gonna go with 125 million.
Whew.
50.
32 million people.
Wow.
32 million.
Damn, Donnie's crushing me.
Apparently, Butterball has a turkey talk line.
Yeah.
How many calls a year do you think they get?
Oh my, no idea.
80.
100,000. 100,000.
Yeah, I was gonna say 80,000, but then I thought, nah, that's way too low. I
Here
thought
it
in the
says,
millions.
do other countries celebrate the holiday? And then it says, yes, Canada also celebrates Thanksgiving, but on a different day.
Fucking hosers.
That's hilarious. Here's a fun fact. Black Friday is the busiest day of the year for plumbers. Thanks to all the food that we gobble up on Thanksgiving, the house guests stressing out the plumbing system. Roto-Rooter reports that kitchen drains, garbage disposals, and yes, toilets require more attention the day after Thanksgiving than any other day of the year.
That is a fun fact.
That is hilarious. Wow.
Guess we're not eating enough vegetables.
All right, let's see. The balloons were introduced into the Macy's parade in 1928 to replace the live zoo animals. That's crazy.
I always loved seeing the balloons they had there.
Oh, speaking of the balloons, who was the very first video game character featured in a parade balloon as a parade balloon?
Pac-Man.
In 1993, the holiday parade debuted its first ever video game character in front of millions of spectators. 90s kids certainly enjoyed seeing their fast and ferocious friend.
Oh,
Sonic
the Hedgehog.
Sonic, yeah.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Didn't have Bayou Billy. Or Banjo-Kazooie or something.
That's all the fun facts and stuff I found here.
I put together some music stuff because you had all the fun facts about music last week.
Oh, let's hear it.
I don't know if you guys know some of this stuff.
A little extra time.
Okay, the first one is about music promotions. I'm going to give you the worst one ever. Did you guys ever see or hear about Chicago doing Disco Destruction Night? It was like disco had kind of been through its phase and people were starting to get sick of it. So a DJ in Chicago said, bring your disco records and we're going to burn them in the outfield at a White Sox game after the game. So people brought stacks of records and the White Sox started losing and people just started frisbeeing records and they were like cutting people in the crowd. They were like they were missiles being chucked. And
wow.
Yeah, people got on the field, set them on fire, and they had to call the game off. And it's considered the worst music promotion ever.
Wow.
Yeah, go on YouTube later and check Disco Destruction Night in Chicago.
Damn.
One of Canada's best promos ever is actually something Sue came up with when Alanis Morissette's album came out, Jagged Little Pill.
Yeah.
She said she got, remember those little candies that were kind of little pointed little things and crunchy with a nut inside them? I thought they were all over North America. I don't know. It's a hard candy. You chew it, and it's like a little hairy thing, a spiky little nut covered thing. And she got those and put them in pill containers and wrote on these labels saying prescribed, take one jagged little pill every hour. And she gave all the record radio stations and record stores these things to give out. And everyone in Toronto at the head office said, who the fuck came up with this? This is just like the best promo we've ever had. And yeah, she's made them all in our kitchen one day.
Interesting.
And that's considered one of Canada's.
Is it the candy? It's like red.
Yeah.
It's a little ball, but it looks like a sea urchin, like little spike things all over.
That's the word I was looking
for.
Yeah,
okay, I know. It's like hard shell candy, like M&M shell, but it's like pointy.
And it's got a nut inside, I think.
Yeah,
But
I know exactly.
She filled little pill
about.
bottles with those. And those were the jagged little pills.
Yeah, I see those at Cracker Barrel.
For some reason, they remind me of going to the drive-in with my parents.
Do y'all have Cracker Barrels?
No. Cracker Barrel is a brand of cheese here.
It's a restaurant.
Kraft. Yeah, it's Kraft Cracker Barrel. That's
we've
heard of it.
No, the cheese,
it's a buffet.
that. Yeah, no, it's not a buffet. It's a country restaurant. No.
Okay.
They're all over down here, but they have the Southern style cooking. I guess that's why they're all over down here.
Okay. All right, so we'll get into some music trivia now, or whatever. Do you guys know, you ever see the movie Oliver? Well, please, sir, may I have some more?
Yes.
Oliver Twist?
Yes,
The kid,
I have.
the kid that won an Oscar for playing the Artful Dodger, the pickpocket, he was basically the most charming character in the movie. He was in the very first version of Oliver on stage in London, and the Artful Dodger, where this other kid played Oliver, the kid that won an Oscar for playing the Artful Dodger, played Oliver as a child. But the guy that played the Artful Dodger in the original play was Phil Collins, who was a child actor.
Huh. I did not know that.
Yeah. And the guy admitted when he won the Oscar, he said, I just imitated Phil Collins.
Interesting. He could feel it in the air that night.
He could feel, yeah. That's a good one, nicely.
He could.
Weird Al, when he did the Nirvana song, Smells Like Teen Spirit, did the mock-up of it.
Yeah.
He always gets permission from the artist before he does something. And usually his songs involve food. So when he talked to Cobain goes, yeah, go ahead, man. What food are you going to do it about? He goes, well, it's not about food. It's about how, in fact, no one knows what the hell you're singing. Cobain thought about it for a minute and went, oh, that's pretty funny. Okay. And that's...
Because he even says, and I don't know what I'm
saying.
Yeah.
And like he's got marbles in his mouth, too, at one point. You know the song, the Banana Boat song? Daylight come and me want to go home. You sing that
it's
now.
It's more of the Beetlejuice song.
Yeah. It's originally... Now if you sing it, some people will get angry saying you're appropriating black culture. But it's written by Oscar-winning actor Alan Arkin.
Really?
From he was in Little Miss Sunshine.
Yeah.
And he wrote it when he was in the original Second City group performing live in Chicago. They needed a song to close the performance, so he wrote the Banana Boat song.
Huh.
So that's a white guy wrote it. The song Layla, Derek and the Dominoes.
Eric Clapton.
You know, yeah. He wails through that song, and then it goes into the change at the end where the piano starts, and then he solos after that. You know where the transition is? You guys familiar? Yeah. They didn't know how to end that song. And the drummer was working on a solo song, a song he'd written, and he was sitting in the studio and started playing it himself. And Clapton and I think it was someone else said, oh my God, that's in the same key. Like if we switched to that, that would end our song perfectly. And they used it, and it's an iconic change in a song.
Interesting.
Here's one for the maestro, Aleister Crowley. His house,
Mr. Crowley.
his mansion, is owned by Jimmy Page, who is a disciple of Aleister Crowley's writings and spiritual beliefs. Yeah, Jimmy Page owns it.
Mr. Crowley.
What went on in your head? And the last one, Sheryl Crow. Right when her
she's Canadian, eh?
No, she's not.
No? Who am I thinking of? Who's the Canadian?
I don't know, my wife, me.
No shit. I'm talking about the famous, like...
Oh, I'm not Alanis.
Melissa Etheridge?
No.
Oh, it is Alanis?
Sarah McLachlan.
Celine Dion.
I know her. I'm talking about
Sarah McLachlan.
The angsty women, like
yeah,
Jewel and... Is it Jewel?
Yeah. No, Jewel's from Alaska.
Yeah.
I think it's Sarah McLachlan you're probably thinking of, or Joni Mitchell.
Alanis, didn't you say Alanis?
Yeah.
Okay, that's who I was
Alanis was originally like Debbie Gibson and Tiffany. She was a little Mallrat teen idol singer.
Did you see Debbie Gibson performing in the Macy's parade?
I did not.
Yeah.
She actually looked good. Sounded good.
Yeah.
Anyways.
She's legit, you know. And the last, anyways, about Sheryl Crow, everyone loves her smile. And right before her debut album came out, she had all her teeth replaced because she was playing in a bar and she jumped off the stage into the crowd and was walking around singing to the crowd, and a waiter turned around and smashed her in the mouth with his beer tray and broke all her teeth. So that beautiful smile was created right just under the to make it before the deadline.
Boy. Ouch.
Yeah.
Ouch.
We had dinner with Sheryl Crow once, and she came in just looking like she just got off a bus, you know, just no makeup, and no lie here, Sue's co-worker looked at Sheryl Crow, and the first thing she said was, she goes, "I fucking hate you. You're so beautiful, and you don't have a bit of makeup on." and Cheryl's like, "Oh, okay, I'm pleased to meet you." It's like, yeah, we always tease her, but I fucking hate you.
You bitch, you look beautiful.
So yeah, that's my.
That wraps us up here too, doesn't it?
Oh, I guess so. Yep, that's all I have written down.
All right, well, we'll see y'all right back here again next Saturday night, same time.
And to all the if I may give my own personal thing I like to push to our millions of viewers out there, if you're having a bad day, please use a crisis line. Every city's got them. They're always on your phones, and they always answer. A lot of times, your friends miss the call. Always go to a crisis line. There's no shame, and it's anonymous, and it's always
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well said.
Thank you.
And hopefully you're not calling because